close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you've had a great week. So on today's video I'm actually doing a how to contour and highlight video for beginners. So I've wanted to do this for quite a while now, and I'm just using products today that I use every day, or products that I really have been loving at the moment. And I'm also going to be showing you where to put the products and why I'm putting them there, and I'm also going to show you some tips and tricks that will help you to frame your face and make everything look slimmer and everything like that. So with just foundation on, my face looks really flat and there's no like dimension or anything. I do have slight like natural shadows here. Everyone has slight natural shadows on their face. When you bronze your face, it's just going to make you look like you have more of a tan face and you've been outside and your face is more tan, so you put it like on the outside of your face. And the difference between contour and bronzing is bronzing makes you look more tan and contour brings out the structures and makes your face look more slimmer. So that's the difference. So first I'm going to bronze, that's the first step I do, and I'm going to use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer, and this has been my favourite. It's just the perfect colour and everything. It comes with a brush which you can use for contouring, but I'm going to be using a brush that I always use today, and it just looks like that. So it's a nice like light brown kind of colour. It's not too orange or anything. You don't really want to put something too orange for your face, or as in it's going to look unnatural and quite like muddy and stuff. And my favourite bronzing brush is actually this one from Trademe. I just got like an 18-piece set quite a while ago on there. I just looked up makeup brushes or a set of makeup brushes or something. You just want to bronze it where your cheekbone is. You can feel like in your face where your cheekbone is, and you can bronze more up here if you want to kind of like shut off your forehead and make it look smaller. So if you have a big forehead, you can put it all around here, but I don't have a big forehead, so I'm just going to focus it more around here on the temples to bring my face in and make it look slimmer and everything. As you can see there, it's already like doing a difference and framing my face and adding some more colour to it. Just going to bring it around up here. And I kind of focus it on the back of my cheek like this. When you bronze, you don't want to bring it like all the way down to your mouth, or it's going to look like unnatural and muddy, and it's just going to like ruin your foundation. So you want to make sure that you keep it to about there. So just like from the corner of your eye pretty much. That's where I put it anyway. You shouldn't really bring it down too far. Sometimes I bring it down my neck and around my jawline like this. When you put it around your jawline, that's just gonna like bring your face up and carve your face out a bit more. And if you have like a double chin or anything going on, this will help to counteract that and get rid of your double chin, and it'll make a more of a prominent line across your jawline. And also sometimes with the bronzer, what I do is I squeeze the brush and then I put some just under here, and what that does is it brings your chin a bit forward and it makes your lips look more plump because you're creating a shadow underneath it, so it brings your lip out a bit more. And you want to make sure to bring the bronzer right in your hairline. You don't want it like stopping halfway there, as in you can see where it ends. To make it look more natural, you really want to like blend it into your hairline. So the next step I do is contour. So what I'm going to be using today is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in light to medium. So this is a really good kit. I used to use the Australis AC On Tour kit, which is also really good, but the like contouring shades in there are quite muddy, and I don't really recommend them because they're hard to work with, especially if you're a beginner. I know this one's a teeny bit pricey, but it is worth it. Like, it's just gonna last you such a long time, and the colours are, you can like also take them out of the pans and swap them. So if you run out of a colour, you can buy the pan and replace it. So I really like that about this. But this is what it looks like. You've got your under eye setting shade, you've got your highlight shades, and you can even use this one as like a face powder if you're quite pale. And then you've got your bronzing shades. I don't really use this one because it's a bit dark. I stick to these ones. But this one is perfect for a contour shade. You want to get a shade that's slightly grey because it's going to create more of a natural shadow look. So I zoomed in a bit closer for you guys. First I'm going to take this yellow shade here, and this is going to brighten up my under eye area, and it's also going to set it and prevent it from creasing. And as you can also see, it's slightly hidden my under eye bag. You can see the line there of my under eye bag, and this is slightly helped to hide it. So I really like that. I also like to bring some here and down my nose. And now I'm going to go in with this contour shade and do some contouring. So I always do the under eye setting powder first because it's lighter, and I use this same brush for contouring. So this is the Real Techniques setting brush, by the way. It's just like a perfect size. It's like tapered and it kind of blends out, and on the side it's got kind of like a tip so you can really get in there nicely. You don't want to use something like too big for contouring, or it's gonna just look like a big streak and it's not gonna look natural and nice. You want to start with less, so you're going to take in that concept, less is more. So you start with less and then build it up as you go, so you don't make any mistakes and it's not hard to blend out. So when you contour, you just want to feel the hollows of your cheek. You can feel like where your bone is and where it ends, so you really want to come down to about there with your contour. Some people like bring it up here and kind of carve out their cheek, and you can do that if you have a really flat face like I kind of do, but I just like to bring it about there. You can kind of see where my natural shadow is from that bronzer as well. So find where your cheekbone is and you want to bring it all the way to the back of your ear. So really it's pretty much from the start of your ear here and you follow down. That's where your cheekbone should be. And you just want to drag across. You don't want to like drag it down too far. You kind of want to bring it up and down and then slightly blend up. There we go. So you can see the difference between that side and that side. So then what I like to do is I like to put some on my temples, like just here, and this is also going to bring your face in and just add some colour. If you want to, like I said with the bronzer, you can put contour like around your forehead if you have a big forehead, and this will kind of close it down a bit. But I don't have a big forehead, so I don't want to like put it all around there. I just stick to the temples to bring my face and to make it look a bit slimmer and more oval. So I've zoomed in a bit closer for you guys so you can see my nose. Now I'm going to contour it. What you want to do is you don't want to contour it too far out because that's going to make your nose look wider. If you actually contour on your bone or a bit more in, like if your nose is a bit fatter or bigger, you can just contour a bit closer inwards and that's going to make your nose look really slim. So that's a nice little tip that I want to share with you guys. So on my like Halloween makeup tutorial, the tiger one, what I did to make my nose look really wide like a tiger was I contoured like lots of orange down the side here. And as you could just see the effect that it would give if I put shadows down there. It would make your nose look bigger. If you really want to slim your nose, you can also put concealer on these shadows here and bring it up. So I'm going to contour with my natural nose line because I don't mind the shape. I just bring it really in close down here because my nose goes thin and then quite like out here. So I'm going to grab a bit of powder, again that same grey one, and then bring it up where my natural nose line is. As you can see there, added a bit of shadow. You can also like bring it in up here too because your nose kind of like goes out. So you can like bring it up to your eyebrow to make your nose look a bit slimmer as well. Okay, then when I come to the bulb, you can squeeze the brush too to make it really precise. I just bring it straight down here. And kind of like cut off that bulbous effect. And now take some more for the other side and do the same on that side. As you can see there, just by doing that, the bulbous effect is kind of like gone and it makes it look like my nose is straight. And then what you want to do is blend some under here. Sometimes my nose can like droop down a bit too far, and some people's noses do like droop down, so that brings like your nose downwards. But to bring that up and hide it, you just need a contour there. And to make your nose look a bit more like rounder and make it look like it's sticking up a bit, what you want to do is grab some more of that powder and then you want to contour across here. And this is going to give you the effect of like a little button nose, and then I'm going to put some highlight on that tip, so it's really going to bring that nose forward. If you think you've put on a bit too much contour, you can always go on with a brush and just like kind of swipe it away. You can also use that same contour shade in your crease. I do have some makeup on already, but if you don't have much eyeshadows, you can just go on with the contour or a bronzer and just sweep it in your crease, and this is just going to define your eyes a bit more and make them look a bit bigger and everything. If you really want to make your contour really stand out, what you can do is you can take a really light face powder or a white face powder. I've been using this one since I was younger, that's why it's all like scratched up and everything. This is the Avon True Luminous Pearly Pressed Powder in white, and it comes with like this little powder puff inside, and what you do is you just tap it in. You can use like another brush as well, but what you want to do is grab a bit of white powder and put this straight under your contour, and this is just going to make it look more defined and sharp. If you do want a sharp contour line as well, you can use like a card or something and then contour as well. That's going to make it look more defined, but I don't really want to do that. As you can see there, that's just kind of like made it a bit more prominent compared to this side. Okay, now onto highlighter. So my favourite highlighter that I've been loving so much at the moment is the Nars Albatross highlighter, and this is so amazing. It's like white gold, so it kind of like goes goldy yellowy one way and kind of looks white at the same time. It's really cool. I've already got some like brow bone highlight at the moment, that's where I'd also put highlighter. My favourite highlighter brush is the Sigma Tapered highlighter F35, and it just looks like that. It's the perfect shape for highlighter, it really gets in there, and you can also use this as an under eye setting brush as well. It's just the perfect shape. And then what I want to do is put it on top of the cheekbone, so this is going to make the cheekbones higher and bring them out. So what I do is I bring it in a C shape, so I bring it under my brow bone. Don't bring it all the way to the inner brow, just bring it to about the like arch of your brow. And you don't want to bring your highlighter too far in either, because then it's going to make you look like a disco ball. And then also I like to put it above my brow bone here. This is just going to add some like shimmer and everything to your face, and it's going to make it look more healthy. It's going to bring your eyebrows up as well and make them look more arched. So I'm going to bring some just about there. And then I like to bring some just like in the front of the brow as well. It's just going to add a bit of highlight, and it's going to make my brows look more defined and bring them up as well. If I turn, you can kind of see there how it looks like compared to this side. That side's like flat and everything, and then this side really brings that like cheekbone out. So then after you've highlighted your cheekbones, I like to put a bit on my chin, and as you can see there, it just brings your chin a bit more forward as well. So if you have like a really like flat face, or if it really goes in, or you don't have much of a chin, just put a teeny bit of this on your chin. It's going to bring it out, and just blend it in with your finger if you think you've put on too much. And I used to highlight across my whole nose, but now I don't do that because it brings your nose out higher. And if you have like features on your nose, like if it's crooked or anything, and you put highlighter down it, it's really going to bring attention to like the crookedness or whatever of your nose. On the side of my nose, if you can see here, I have like a small bump just right in the middle. So if you put a highlighter on like that bump, that's going to bring the bump even more forward, and I don't want to accentuate that bump. So what I do is I just get the highlighter and I put it just here. This is just going to make your eyes look a bit brighter and everything, and it's going to bring this part, the dip, forward instead of the bump. So I'm putting it here, and then I'm just putting a bit on my forehead. And that's also going to bring your forehead out a bit as well and make you look more healthy and glowy. You want to put the highlighter on that like natural highlight of your nose, or a bit higher, and what this is going to do is it's going to bring your nose at the bottom forward, so it's going to make you look like you have a little cute button nose, and it's going to bring it forward and make it look even smaller and more cute and defined. And then also another trick I have to make your lips more pouty and bigger and full is take some of the highlighter on your finger and put it on your cupid's bow, which is just this little part here above the like crevice of your lip. Take some on that as well. As you can see there, it just highlighted them a teeny bit. And then you put some on your cupid's bow. Now the last step is blush, so I nearly forgot that, but my new favourite blush of the moment is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Diffused Heat. Now this is expensive and pricey, but you can use any blush that isn't like too dark or too hot pink or anything. Just get like a nice natural colour. As you can see there, it's so beautiful. It's like a nice corally light pink shade. Now I'm going to take the Sigma Large Angled Contour F40 brush. I use it for a blush brush because I just really like the shape of it and it really gets on my cheeks nicely. So I used to put my blush on like the apples of my cheeks, and that's not actually natural either because we don't flush just in this like round area on our cheek. We flush up the sides, and also if you put your blush up the sides, this is just going to help your face look more slimmer and defined, and it's going to look more natural as well than if we were to just put it in like a circle here. So I've really seen the difference it makes. So what you want to do is kind of like bring it just up the side here, and then kind of the end of the brush will kind of hit the apple of the cheek. I put some on the apples of my cheeks just to add in a bit more colour, but I do it only slightly lightly, and then I just bring it up as well. As you can see there, it's really done a difference between this side and this side. This side makes me look like I've got a bit of colour in my face and I'm a bit more healthy, and this side doesn't have any of that. Okay guys, so I hope you liked this video and I hope it was helpful for some of you. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know down below if you do contour and highlight at the moment, and also let me know down below in the comments if you guys have any tips or tricks on contouring and highlighting and how to make your features look better and stand out and everything. I'd love to know, and I'm sure my viewers down below would love to read your comments as well. And also you guys could let me know any products that you guys use for contouring and highlighting, or any blushes that you love, because I love to venture out and experiment with new products and see what I like and see what's better and see what my new favorites are. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys on my next week's video. Bye! Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope like when you bronze your face just under my lip, and that's, oh, I had a bit of snudge. Thought my fish was having babies. My favourite highlighter blush, brush is the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35. And then what I do is I grab my finger, because it's going to make it a bit more like, and then I take some highlighter on my finger, and this is just going to make the placement. Then I'm going to take some highlighter on my finger, but this is the look more round or more clown-like, because you've got like little, what I see in a lot of contouring and highlighting, videos here on YouTube is that they're like really dramatic and they've got lots of steps to them and they use so much products. Oh my god! What I see on a lot of tutorials, what I see on a lot of